Glucoflow Review. Utilizing the Glucoflow supplement permits one to normally mend their sort 2 diabetes while killing poisons from the body and improving their generally speaking real capacities to forestall bounce back. Perceiving the cutting-edge method of living, the enhancement is formed to be utilized even by the most active people. The regular fixings found in the enhancement are sufficient to work on the disease all alone. Exercise, legitimate eating fewer carbs, and tranquil living are significant. Notwithstanding, on the off chance that one doesn't have the privilege to appreciate both, it doesn't really imply that the enhancement won't work. The Glucoflow supplement just uses the normal fixings required by the body, in the right extents, to fix the disease normally. What is Glucoflow supplement? Glucoflow is a 100% regular dietary enhancement formed to treat type 2 diabetes. In contrast to numerous meds and enhancements, Glucoflow tends to the main driver of the disease as opposed to the basic indications. Besides, its all regular fixings implies that it doesn't contain any poisonous components, synthetic substances, added substances, fillers, or additives. This enhancement is formed under FDA-supported offices and altogether tried through a progression of projects prior to entering the market. Subsequently, it is loaded with the perfect and safe supplement extents for ideal adequacy. Glucoflow ingredients. The Glucoflow supplement consolidates the perfect measure of components and nutrients, at the proper synthesis, to convey its staggering exhibition. These fixings incorporate nutrient C, nutrient E, magnesium, zinc, and chromium, just to make reference to a couple. Nutrient C reduces and controls glucose levels, forestalling any expected spikes. Nutrient E, vitamin E normally improves insulin effectability. On account of this capacity, it helps in lessening heftiness among type 2 diabetes patients. Notwithstanding, this isn't all nutrient E does. It advances cell digestion and generally substantial capacities also. Magnesium. The insufficiency of magnesium alone can add to type 2 diabetes. In this way, its piece in the enhancement assists with diminishing the dangers. Notwithstanding, magnesium is additionally a significant cofactor for in excess of 300 distinctive compound frameworks that control a few biochemical responses in the body, including protein union. Thus, to improve cell capacities and digestion in the body, magnesium is a significant supplement. Besides, magnesium helps in a wide scope of exercises, for example, managing muscle capacities, nerve capacities, glucose levels, and pulse just as making protein, bone, and DNA. Zinc. Zinc is significant as it assists with adjusting the sugar levels in one's blood. Like magnesium, zinc helps in incalculable enzymatic exercises. Moreover, it is significant in cycles like digestion, assimilation, and nerve capacities. Chromium. Chromium essentially diminishes insulin obstruction and the breakdown of glucose. Also, chromium helps in the breakdown of fats and carbs as it animates unsaturated fat and cholesterol combination, immensely significant cycles in digestion. Moreover, it is known to advance cardiovascular well-being, mind capacities, and lessening the dangers of type 2 diabetes. Harsh melon. Bitter melon is utilized by numerous individuals experiencing type 2 diabetes. It is known for its extraordinary control of blood glucose levels. Indeed, harsh melon contains properties that permit it to mirror insulin along these lines, assisting with changing over the glucose in cells for energy. Moreover, the utilization of harsh melon helps in using glucose in moving it to organs like the liver, muscles, and fat cells. Licorice. Don't be tricked by the fragrant aroma of licorice as it is uncommon at forestalling insulin opposition. Nonetheless, this isn't everything licorice does. This blossoming plant likewise advances hostile to oxidizing, mitigating, and antimicrobial capacities. Moreover, licorice helps in absorption and treatment of ulcers. Cinnamon helps to manage glucose and cholesterol levels in people. This normal zest from the tree's inward bark assists with bringing down the dangers of coronary illness too. Yarrow juniper. Yarrow juniper assists with invigorating the pancreas and glucose digestion for individuals who experience the ill effects of type 2 diabetes. How does Glucoflow supplement work? Glucoflow supplement is detailed for any individual who experiences type 2 diabetes. It's particularly powerful for the individuals who don't have superfoods like asparagus, cucumbers, greens, tomatoes, and broccoli, remembered for their eating regimens. Regularly, these sorts of food varieties brag the important supplements that guide in the treatment of type 2 diabetes. Along these lines, taking the enhancements assists with filling in the hole for the missing supplements. The joined supplements in this enhancement are then retained into the blood. Once assimilated, they start to handle insulin obstruction, advancing glucose consuming, and expanding digestion to leave the body better and more stimulated. Glucoflow dosage. The Glucoflow supplement comes in container structure. Regularly, a solitary Glucoflow case bottle accompanies 30 containers. One should take a container with water like clockwork. It is prescribed to utilize the enhancement for in any event 30 days before one starts to see changes. Notwithstanding, prior to taking the enhancement, it is strongly prescribed to counsel a doctor, particularly for individuals with a fundamental ailment. Besides, people who are under 18 years of age, pregnant, or breastfeeding are prompted against taking the enhancements. Advantages of Glucoflow. Forestalls insulin opposition. Bringing down glycemic file and improving glucose guideline. Improving cell capacities and digestion. Advancing glucose use. Helping in assimilation. Advancing enemy of oxidizing, calming, and antimicrobial capacities. Working with the treatment of ulcers. Improving protein, bone, and DNA combination just as other key biochemical capacities. Handling fundamental infections and stress. Improving circulatory strain guideline. Directing muscle capacities. Improving nerve and mind capacities. Improving cardiovascular, pancreatic, and liver capacity. Disposing of heftiness and weight acquire. Expanding unsaturated fat and cholesterol union proficiency. Keeping the body stimulated throughout the day. Treating type 2 diabetes. ACEs. 100% regular plan with no harmful or undesirable fixings. Accessible in container structure which makes it simple and advantageous to devour. Treats type 2 diabetes instead of controlling its manifestations. Goes through a progression of tests and quality checks prior to entering the market. 3 and 6 container bundles are accessible at a discounted cost. 60-day unconditional promise. Secure online installment page on the web page to ensure the client's monetary data. Just accessible for buy on the authority site to forestall con artists. Member joins take the client to the authority site. It is a dietary enhancement, it doesn't supplant meds. Must be bought on the authority site, there are no actual stores. Cons. It is a dietary enhancement, it doesn't supplant meds. Must be bought on the authority site, there are no actual stores. Glucoflow cost. The Glucoflow supplement arrives in a decision of 3 bundle alternatives. For the essential 30-case bottle, one will just compensation $69 and get free delivery. On the other hand, one can pick the most famous bundle which incorporates 3 containers. In any case, rather than paying $69, they will get a $10 rebate for each jug, consequently, paying $59 per bottle and $177 for every one of the 3 containers. However, for the best worth, the 6-container bundle is an ideal choice. With the 6-container bundle, each jug gets a $20 rebate accordingly. One will just compensation $49 per bottle and an aggregate of $294 for every one of the 6 jugs. Like the fundamental bundle, the 3 and 6 container bundles get free delivery. Also, with each buy, the client gets a multi-day 100% unconditional promise. As referenced above, Glucoflow supplement start to yield brings about only 30 months. Along these lines, With the 60-day Ensure, one has sufficient opportunity to test whether the enhancement is working. If not, they can generally demand a discount at no additional expense. And it is no uncertainty that the Glucoflow supplement is the ideal choice for individuals experiencing type 2 diabetes. As well as treating the disease, the enhancement assists with improving cell capacities, organ capacities, and generally speaking well-being. For more information, just click the link in the description down below.